Good morning, boys and girls. Okay, so today we are going to start a new topic, and this week's topic is on data and how we can read data and or record data on charts and graphs. And this should be something that's somewhat familiar to you because you've seen many of these. You know what a pictograph is. You know what a tally chart is. You've learned that in other grades. And we are going to learn some new ways to report data, some new plots and graphs. But we're also going to be talking about ones that you're very familiar with. What's different in third grade is the questions get a little bit harder. And so the one thing that I want you to remember about graphs and charts is the very first thing that you need to do is label that chart with your mathematical data, okay? And it's important too with our pictographs to make sure that we circle our key. So I just want you to remember those two things specifically as we move through this topic. So we are going to be looking at page 841 and 842, and we're going to go ahead and just get started like I usually do with you, okay? So we are looking at number 1, and we are talking about tally charts specifically in today's assignment. So the tallies, if you remember, and when we start doing it, you will remember what that means. Okay, so number 1 says complete the tally chart for the data. So we are going to look at our chart here. Now, what's important to know about this is each color represents a person who was asked what their favorite color was. So when you were to add all of these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There were 16 people that were asked what their favorite color was. And we're going to take this data and we're going to organize it on our chart, on our frequency chart. And we are going to use tallies to do that. So it says complete the tally chart for the data, blue. So the way I like to do this is you can see there's blue. It doesn't go in any specific order. So the way I like to do this when I'm given data like this is I'm looking for blue, and I'm going to, as I go through and find, you can go in order or you can find all the blues. So I'm gonna pick to go in order. So, and cross it off as I go. So I have a blue, so I'm gonna put a tally mark for blue. I have a red, I'm gonna put a tally mark for red. I have another blue. I'm going to put a tally mark. I have another red. I'm going to put a tally mark. Okay. Another red. Another tally mark under red. A yellow. Red. Another red. Now remember, when we get to 4 and we want to put a 5th one down, we cross it like this so that we can count by 5s, because counting by 5s, everybody knows how to do that, and that way we don't have to go back and count each tally mark again. So that would be 5 reds. Okay? Blue, red, 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 blue, green, red, and blue. Now that I've had my tally marks written here, I am going to label my frequency chart with numbers because that's what I need to do math with. I can't use tally marks in math. I've got to label my chart with numbers. So there were five people that said blue was their favorite color. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people said red was their favorite color. 1 person said green was their favorite color, and 1 person said yellow was their favorite color. So if I add this up, 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. I can confirm that I've accounted for all of it because I remember I said there were 16 people that answered this question, and that means I should have 16 tally marks, and I do. Okay, then in third grade, what they do is they want to have you answer questions about those frequency charts. And so that's why we have to have our numbers ready, so we don't have to go back and count those tally marks every single time. It says number 2, if you look, okay, says how many more students chose red than blue as their favorite color. Well, boys and girls, that is a word problem. There is a clue in there that tells us what we're supposed to do here. How many more means subtract. So we are going to look at how many more chose red than blue. So I'm going to take my red, which is 9, and I'm going to subtract my blue, which is 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. So 4 students. How many more students chose red? 4. Okay? And number 3, all that's telling you here is it's taking, this is my third column right here. You do not have to do number 3. We're kind of doing this together, but this would be your third column. That's what it's talking about. The third column would be your data written in numbers, not tally marks. Okay? So basically what this would show is 5, 9, 1, and 1 are numbers. I created my third column over here is what I'm showing you. Okay, now you are going to do the rest on your own. Number 4 says complete the frequency table for the data. So boys and girls, remember, you're going to do the same thing we did up here. You are going to write your kinds of pets down, and I will do that. We have cat. We have fish. Okay, we have dogs. And I think we have birds. Okay, so we are looking and we are saying how many of people chose cats. So remember, I said however many times we have an animal listed, that's how many people were asked. So in the end, we're going to have that many tally marks. So on cat, you can go through and you can say, okay, cat, 1, fish, 1. Okay, and you're going to do the whole thing again, just like we did up here. And here is the number, the third column. Okay, then you're going to answer the questions about that. How many people answered the survey? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way across. That's how many people answered the survey. You're going to count how many times you have an answer here. And then it says which pet was chosen most often and least often. And you're going to answer the questions on that. Okay, you're going to complete the tally chart over here. Sometimes you're given the tallies and you've got to write the number. And sometimes when you're given the number, you've got to write the tallies. And you guys should be able to do that. Okay, number 8. You're going to do number 10. This is important because this is a lot of times how they do your charts on your benchmarks and STAR tests. They will show you several answers and you're going to find which chart represents 15 silver, 13 bronze, and 9 gold. Okay, then you're going to cross out number 11. Okay, when you're finished with that assignment, take a picture of it and send it to me. Good luck and let me know if you have any questions. Miss you guys.